You know, a person that is full of deception, they will create a problem. And then when someone put a magnifying glass on the problem that they created, meaning they expose what they have done, uh, a person that's full of deception, they will distance themselves from the problem they created and put others in the problem that they created. Yes, this is what deceptive people do. This is what they do. They they created the problem, but then they distance themselves from the problem and put other people in it to get the attention off of them, to get the attention off of their own selves. This is what they do. You know, it was a person that spoke deception about me on the internet. I'm not going to say anyone's name because I'm not trying to stir up no anxiety or nothing. But someone spoke deception about me, but they always talking about somebody else, but yet they themselves are an open book that people can read. And what I read from this type of person, I read that this person is dishonest. You can't trust them. They've been exposed for being a false accuser. They've been exposed for speaking one way and then speaking the opposite. You know, I'm not going to say no one's name because I'm not trying to create no anxiety for no one. I'm just saying the person that came up against me, you know, they already been exposed for being untruthful. They already been exposed by people already. So they really don't have no credibility at all. I hate that I ever interacted with this person. That's why my name kept coming out of this person's mouth because I interacted with this individual. I hate I ever did that. You know, the thing about me, I'm not known on the internet for being a liar. I'm not known for that, but that person is. That person is known for it. You know what I'm saying? That's terrible to be known for being a liar. You're not only known for being a liar off of the internet, but you're known for it on the internet. You know, I just hate I ever interacted with this person. Then my name kept coming out of this person's mouth. Person saying stuff about me that's not true. This person even went as far as to find out was I making money from YouTube. It's like, man, that don't have nothing to do with you, man. Would you trust somebody like that? You'll be a fool if you do. That's some effeminate stuff, man. That's what a messy whore do. Real men don't do that. If I am making money off of YouTube, it don't have nothing to do with you. You overstep your boundaries, man. You know, you put me in the mind of a bottom feeder. I would never stoop so low as to go look off into another man's finances. Men don't do that. Men don't do that, man. It don't have nothing to do with me. If a man making money the right way, it has nothing to do with me. You can't tell me my motive for what I do on the internet. You can't tell me why I'm doing what I'm doing. You can only speak for yourself. You can't speak for me. I don't post videos to make money. That ain't my motive. My motive is for people to know who Yahweh is. How you gonna speak for me and try to distort people's perception of who I am? But the thing is, you already been exposed for being a man full of deception. Like I say, I'm not trying to create no anxiety. But a person has spoke against me things that were not true, trying to distort a person's view of what is really going on. But I'm gonna say this, a person's YouTube channel, you could look at it as being like a journal. You can tell what a person is thinking by the videos they post. Yeah, a person's YouTube channel is like a journal. That person, the videos they post, they are displaying their thoughts, what's in their minds, what's in their hearts. Like I say, a person's YouTube page is like a journal. Um, but yeah, like I say, if I never interacted with this certain individual, they most likely they would not have said anything about me. But I only interacted with them that one time. It was one too many times. Yep, it was one too many times I interacted with that person. And I noticed afterwards the person started saying little ugly stuff, like bringing my name up, saying little ugly stuff. And it's like, man, what did I do to this person? I ain't did nothing to this person. This person act like they got Satan in them. You know, it's terrible. All because I interacted with this individual, but I'll never do it again. That person is not a genuine individual. That person is not real. That person right there is fake and phony and puts on a front. Don't talk about me. Talk about you. You saying I'm fake and phony. No, it's you that's fake and phony. That was one of the most bottom feeding things I have ever saw, was for a man to get on the internet and talk about another man making money. I'm not doing nothing wrong to make money, but this fool took it upon themselves to go search out who's making money from YouTube. You can't tell me that you can trust a person like this. How can anybody be around a person like that? Something has to be mentally disturbed with you to even be around a man like that. And I feel bad for any woman that will like a dude like that. If any woman marry a dude like that, she gonna catch a bunch of problems. Cause that dude do not act like a man. He ain't gonna take. He's not going to admit when he's wrong about nothing. He's just gonna try to make the other person look like they're wrong when it's him. What real woman will want a dude like that anyways? People need insight into what a person is. Because a person know how to put on a... There are people that know how to put on a good front. For a person to put on a front, that means they're trying to hide who they really are. Which is a weasel. In this case, this individual is a weasel, bottom feeding food. Yeah, man, I would never go searching out how a man is making money if he's not doing nothing wrong to get it. That's getting out of my space. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I can't do nothing about it. That don't have nothing to do with me. But a dude that's supposed to be a man, he went searching out looking to see is another man making money off of YouTube. Can't nobody tell me real men do that. Real men don't do no stuff like that. It ain't nothing he can do. It ain't nothing he can do about me making money off of YouTube. So what is he looking up? What is he looking it up for? I can't even it can't even come across my mind to go do something so stupid as that. It can't even come across my mind to do something so stupid. How does something like that come across a person's mind? For a person making money off of YouTube, hey, what could I say? It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm not going to go and find out is they making money off of YouTube and then try to make it look like they doing something wrong. That's how you that's a man that's full of deception to go do something like that. Would you trust a person like that? Would you trust a man that go digging up information trying to find out what another man doing to make money when he's not making money the wrong way? He's making money the right way. Would you trust a dude like that? How you gonna tell me my motives for doing what I do? You can only speak for yourself in that area. You can't speak for me. But this is what a fool do. This is what a fool does. Then the fool talk about the shirt I had on in the video. Like, wow, you want to talk about my shirt? All this is to distort a person's perception about this other person. This person doing all this to distort a person's perception about another person. I don't act like you do over no clothes. When I put on a shirt, that shirt is not something that I worship. It's just a shirt that I wear. When you put on clothes, it appears like you worship the clothes. Do you worship your clothes, man? I mean, you act like you do. You act like them. You act like clothes is better than people are. Clothes is not more important than people. The clothes don't make me who I am. My character makes me who I am. Like I said, I'm not trying to create no anxiety for anyone. I'm not going to say no one's name, but they know who they are. Between me and them, they know who they are. I'm not saying no one's name. I'm not like them. You know, I'm not gonna be like that. But I'm just saying, you already been exposed. Not once, not twice, not 3 times, not 4 times, but many times. You've been exposed a whole bunch of times, man. You think you did you a big one by creating a untruthful video about me. You didn't do nothing big, man. You only showed even further that when the other man exposed you for what you are, you just proved that the man did right by exposing you. There's not more than 500,000 people knowing that I'm a liar, but you can't say that. I'm not known for being a liar, but you are. I'm not known for bearing false witness against someone, but you're known for that. Like I say, I'm not trying to create no anxiety. I'm not going to say no one's names. Um, I just want to leave the mess alone. I'm not like that. I'm not trying to create conflict. I'm not trying to do that. I want peace and tranquility. That's what I want. And that's all I got to say about this situation. And that's that.